بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيب إله العالمين أبا القاسم مصطفى محمد
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد
وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين. عباد الله أوصيكم ونفسي بتقوى الله. Today in this khutbah, once again I advise me myself and all of you, my dear brothers, sisters, to fear Allah, to see Allah in all aspects of our life. Our last khutbah, we were talking about the dua ya man arjuhu li kulli khair. We tried to talk a little about this dua to see what our beloved Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, or any other kalamhum nur, they said regarding this special dua. And you know, the person, his name was Sajjad, he came to Imam Sadiq alayhi salam and asked, how can I talk to my Lord in the month of Rajab, or how can I recite dua in the month of Rajab? So, although the month of Rajab is almost finished, those who benefit from this month, good to them, but those who did not get a chance to use the month of Rajab, still 2-3 days is left. So he asked Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, how can I call Allah in the month of Rajab? So Imam told him, if you are going to recite dua, you should recite in this form: Ya man arjuhu li kulli khair. O he from whom I can hope for all goodness. Ya man arjuhu comes from the word of Raja. Raja means hope. Means all hope comes from you, all goodness. وَآمَنُ سَخَطَهُ عِنْدَ كُلِّ الشَّرِّ, and I am safe from his anger and every evil. يَوْمَ نَرْجُوهُ لِكُلِّ خَيْرٍ وَآمَنُ سَخَطَهُ عِنْدَ كُلِّ الشَّرِّ. يَا مَنْ يُعْطِ الْكَثِيرَ بِالْقَلِيلِ, O he who gives a lot in exchange of a little. يَا مَنْ يُعْطِي مَنْ سَأَلَهُ, O he who gives to one who asks him. Ya man yu'ti man lam yas'alhu, O he who gives to one who does not ask him and he does not know him. Wa man lam ya'rifhu, does not know him even. Why? If he doesn't ask and if he doesn't know, so why he gives to this? تحننا منه ورحمة, out of his affection and mercy. Then when you call Allah with this attribute, this sifa, these good things, أرجوه لكل خير, آمن من كل الشر, يعطي الكثير بالقليل, يعطي من سأل, يعطي من لم يسأل, يعطي من لم يعرف. After all of these things, then Imam says, now you start to ask, أعطني بمسألتي إياك جميع خير الدنيا وجميع خير الآخرة. Give me, for my request is only to you. This is the important key. The key word is this: أعطني بمسألتي إياك. Normally we ask, but our mas'ala is not إياه. Our mas'ala, our asking, it's not only Allah. We put everything in our mind, and then we call Allah as well. Say, oh Allah, I want you to help me, but at the same time, I hope my friends, my brother, my boss, my colleague, whatever, they can solve my problem. So it's not a mas'alatiyya. This is the way of teaching our Imam Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He said, sometimes when you say, Ya man arjuhu li kulli khair, and then your mas'ala is not iyyak. So it means the first word is not correct. You say, Ya man arjuhu li kulli khair, wa amanu sakhatahu inda kulli shay. Then you say, Ya man yu'ti al-kathir bil qalil, Ya man yu'ti man sa'ala, Ya man yu'ti man lam yas'alhu. Then when you're asking him and the other. So it means the first paragraph is not, you don't believe in the first paragraph. If in first paragraph you believe, so why still your mind is with somebody else? That is why Imam says, أعطني بمسألتي إياك. أعطني بمسألتي إياك. What? What should they give? Give me. For my request is only to you alone. خير جميع خير الدنيا وجميع خير الآخرة. This is important. It doesn't say only few things. While you're giving, you should give a lot. While you're asking, you ask Allah to give you جميع خير. Means all the goods of this world and all the goods of hereafter. We discussed last week about this. Then, this is from the point of positive. Actually, give. But at the same time, we need some certain thing to be removed from us. We need to be clean from these sort of things. So, because during this life, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, maybe up to 70 years, sometimes we live in this world. So we got some certain things, okay, in this life. Some of the things, it's not clean. That is why you say, wasrif anni, wasrif. Means, oh Allah, after you gave all the things to me, then you need to, we need to get all the bad things which we have, all the bad things which we have, you just remove from our sight. Wasrif anni. Again, the mas'alati iyyak, with this question. Only we ask you to remove all of these sort of things from me. Wasrif anni the mas'alati iyyak. Again, jami'a sharr al-dunya wa sharr al-akhirah. Not only one. Because, the shar or the evil is considered just like a dirty things. Can you imagine? You have a glass of water or a bottle of water. Sometimes the bottle is like 5 liters of water, correct? 5 liters, 10 liters, more or less. Sometimes half a liter of blood goes in. Somebody pour half of the liter of the blood in this water. You will not drink it because you think it's dirty. Some other time, instead of half of the liter of the blood, 2 or 3 drops of the blood is in this water. Still you will not drink it. Whether it's half of the liter or 1 liter of the blood there, or only few drops. Because it makes it dirty. As long as it makes it dirty, as long as it makes najas, it's not drinkable. That is why in this dua we say, وَاسْرِفْ عَنِّي بِمَسْأَلَةِ جَمِيعًا. All. If this life which Allah gave it to me needs to be correct and needs to be useful, I have to remove all of the bad things from this. If some part of my life is good and some other part still is dirty, still it's full of the sin, means it's not useful for my hereafter. So this body is considered just like a car, which 3 wheels is good, but 1 wheel is flat. So cannot carry you, cannot take you to your destination. That is why you are asking Allah that, oh Allah, you give me all the good things, means whatever. Can you imagine? We ourselves, just like a car. The car needs gasoline. The car needs petrol. The car needs, for example, the wheel, all the spare part of this car. Means you ask the engineer, please check this car, and whatever this car needs, you put it on it. And then you ask the engineer, and if there is any problem with this car, please check it, please remove all the different things. Because with a flat tire, you cannot go to your destination. Although the other tires are good, the tools of the car is good, but when it comes to for example, this part, so although only one problem is with this car, but this car cannot take you to your destination. Our body, it's going to help us to bring us to the hereafter. Allah says, according to these hadiths of Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, He says, this body cannot help you unless all of the good you will receive, and all of the bad you will leave here. And that is why in the barzakh, we directly after we die, we directly will not go to the hereafter, because we need to be purified. In hereafter, if you are going to if you are qualified to go to the Jannah, you need to be all good. With even a little shar, you never be able to go to the Jannah. That is why we have a hadith that says, if there is even just like a small part, just like an atom weight of like cable arrogance in your heart, you are not going to test this or to see or to find the smell of the Jannah. Why? Because still you are not purified. That is why Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, when he asking, he says, وَأَعْطِنِي بِمَسْأَلَتِي, give me with only my question to you, Jamia, all of the goodness, all of the good things in this world, and all of the goods in hereafter. وَاسْرِفْ عَنِّي. وَاسْرِفْ عَنِّي means keep away from me, for my request is only to you alone, all the evil of this world and the evil of the hereafter. So we need these two. With this hadith, what do we, indirectly there is a teaching in this dua. There is a hadith from Imam Musa al-Kadhim alayhi salam, which we had just 2 days ago, Shahada of Imam Musa al-Kadhim alayhi salam. In second khutbah I'm going to talk about Imam Musa al-Kadhim. According to this hadith, he is going to explain this dua as well. Wallah ma u'tiya mu'minun qat khayra ad-dunya wal-akhirah illa bihusni dhannihi billah azza wa jalla. Husnul dhan. Husnul dhan, do you know what's the husnul dhan mean? Husn means good, dhan means you believe. You should believe that Allah will give. If, according to this hadith, Imam Musa al-Kadhim said, وَاللَّهِ مَا أُعْطِيَ مُؤْمِنٌ قَدْ خَيْرَ الدُّنْيَا وَالْآخِرَةِ إِلَّا بِحُسْنِ الظَّنِّ. He said, indeed, Allah did not give خَيْرَ الدُّنْيا وَالْآخِرَةِ except with the person who has husnul dhan to Allah. Means, has a good belief. He believes that Allah will give him. Sometimes we say, oh, if I do dua, if I recite dua, I'm sure that Allah will not help me. I'm sure that Allah will not give me this. If this is your dhan, you believe to Allah, means you have su'ul dhan to Allah. If you have su'ul dhan, it means even you ask, but you yourself, you believe that Allah will not give it to you. If you don't believe that Allah will give, why are you asking? When we say أعطني بمسألتي جميع خير الدنيا وجميع خير الآخرة, it means, oh Allah, I believe that you give me. If you believe that Allah gives to you, so this one would be a great chance for us. And Allah, He Himself, in another hadith, it's been said from Allah that Allah consider to be hopeless, consider as a great sin. If you're hopeless from Allah, it's considered a great sin. Then, after you finish this dua, this dua wasrif anni wa salati ya jami'a khayr dunya wa jami'a khayr al-akhirah, he says we bring the reason why we are asking, oh Allah, why we are asking you jami'a khayr dunya wa jami'a khayr al-akhirah, because فَإِنَّهُ غَيْرُ مَنْقُوسٍ مَا آتَيْتَ. Oh Allah, if I say give me whatever you want, whatever I want, because whatever I ask, it will not finish. It means your source is too great. For indeed it is not diminishing what is given by you. Means we're not finished. If you give me 1 million, it will not affect on your source. Your source always is full. Just I gave you this example like the ocean. Whether you get 1 liter of the water or million liter of the water from the ocean, still the ocean is ocean. It will not even see any change. That is why I say, أعطني بمسألته فإنه غير منقوص ما آتيت. Then he said, the last part is very important. وزدني من فضلك. وزدني من فضلك. Oh Allah, maybe sometimes I know some certain thing which I need, but definitely I am sure that there are many other things which I don't know. Please give this to me as well. Give this. I gave this example to some of our, like when I was talking to some other brothers. I gave this example, I give it to you now. Can you imagine a father is going to go to a travel to some certain area, and he's going to go for like goodbye to his family. There is a little child. The little child doesn't want the father to go. He says, he's looking for an excuse. He says, either you don't go or you take me with you. Normally the children will do it like this. And the father, he knows that he cannot take the child with him. So what he says? He says, no, this trip is not safe for you, but I promise that I will bring a very nice present for you. Okay? Souvenir. Some certain good things, I bring it to you. Then the child says, okay, no problem. But the father says, okay, what do you like? What do you like to give? In this case, the father would think that he might say, like if she's the daughter, maybe she says a doll or some other thing which is good for the little child. If it's boy, so maybe the bicycle, maybe the gun, maybe some certain thing which normally the kids, they like it. And easy for the father to bring it. But the child here is clever. He says, whatever you like, whatever you see, it's good buy for me. If that is the case, if the child says, oh father, I don't know what is good. You go, wherever you go, if you find some good things, bring it for me. Now it's made difficult for the father. Whenever the father is coming back, he's going to buy something for his little child. But whatever he's going to find, whatever he's going to buy, he might think, oh, maybe this is not good. So that is why he tries to buy the best thing according to his ability, according to his understanding for this child. In this dua, Imam Sadiq al-Islam teaches us to do like this. He said, oh Allah, I want this. أعطني جميع خير الدنيا وجميع خير الآخرة واصرف عني جميع شر الدنيا وشر الآخرة. Then وزدني من فضلك. If you find some other good things which I don't mention, you buy for me. You give it to me. وزدني من فضلك. Why? because you are Kareem. فَذِدْنِي مِنْ فَضْلِكَ يَا Kareem. Because Kareem is not waiting for the question. Yes, I did not ask you to buy this for me, but you are Kareem. Whatever good you find it, bring it, give it to me. So that is the way of asking to such a great God. Yes, sometimes you're asking your brother, your father, mother, depends on the budget. If the budget is not that much good, so the thing which you ask him is little. But if the budget is unlimited, the question should be unlimited. If it's limited, it means you are loser. That is why we need to learn from great people how to talk to our Lord. Then Imam said, Ya Dhal Jalal wal Ikram, all the sublime and the distinguished, Ya Dhal Na'ama wal Jud, all the bountiful and the magnanimous, Ya Dhal Manni wal Tul, all the gracious and the mighty. First call Allah with this great name. Then Harrim Shaybati ala al-nar. Actually, this hadith, it's a little bit early for you, for some of you, but it's a practice for you. Harrim Shaybati means save my gray hairs of the beard from the fire of hell. Gray hair. This gray hair is an example. Means, oh Allah, I'm old enough. I have nothing in my hand. You just help me. Look at to my age. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. No more chance. Oh Allah, you are that much good. You Zal Jalal wal Ikram, Zal Na'ama wal Jud, Zal Manni wal Tul. Now, you just save my gray hair. Means keep me away from the fire because I'm old enough. May Allah inshallah give us tawfiq to understand this noble saying, noble talking, to understand this great word. Really, some of these are called as a Akhul Quran, really Akhul Quran, brother of Quran, because it's not normal saying. The ordinary people cannot understand this, the way of saying and the way of thinking. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيب إله العالمين أبا القاسم مصطفى محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد
وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين. اللهم صل وسلم على سيد الوسيين أمير المؤمنين علي عليه السلام. اللهم صل وسلم على الصديقة الطاهرة فاطمة الزهراء صلوات الله وسلامه عليها. اللهم صل وسلم على الصديق النبي الرحمة سيدي شباب أهل الجنة الحسن والحسين عليهم السلام. اللهم صل وسلم على علي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي والهجة القائم المنتظر المهدي.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
صلوات الله وسلامه عليه وجزك على عبادك ومنارك في بلادك صلاة كثيرة دائمة اللهم صل وسلم على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين والشهداء والصالحين. عباد الله, أوصيكم ونفسي بتقوى الله. Once again, dear brothers and sisters, I advise first of all myself and then all of you to have taqwa, to see Allah in all aspects of our life. According to the hadith of Imam Musa al-Kadhim alayhi salam in Bihar al-Anwar, volume 78, page 319, he has this hadith which clearly refers to this taqwa. Imam said, ما من شيء تراه عيناك إلا وفيه موعظة. Bihar al-Anwar, volume 78, page 319. ما من شيء تراه عيناك إلا وفيه موعظة. ما من شيء means there is nothing which your eyes can see, means everything. In other words, means in everything وفيه موعظة, you can find a maw'idah, this advice. Everything is everything. So it means, according to hadith of Imam Musa al-Kadhim, in everything there is a listen, there is a advice. So why we cannot get this lesson? Why we cannot get this advice? The problem is with the things or with us? This is the thing which we have to think of it. Hopefully, inshallah, we are able to see the maw'izah of everything in our life, to bring it to find the maw'izah of everything in our life. In this khutbah, I'm going to talk about two certain issues, two certain things, which of course there is no enough time, but I just try to summarize it to give you a brief brief information about this. First, we had actually the shahada of Imam Musa al-Kadhim alayhi salam, our seventh Imam, Ma'soom. He is the son of Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq alayhi salam. And he was appointed as an Imam by Allah, but unfortunately some of even the Shia people, even the followers of Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, they followed not this great person, this noble Imam, they followed another son of Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, Ismail ibn Ja'far al-Sadiq. Now they are called Shia Ismailiyah. But those people who followed Imam Musa al-Kadhim, they were again called, all of them are not called Shia Ash'ari, because after that there were some other people, they separated from this group, but most of the people who followed Imam Musa al-Kadhim as their Imam, and after Imam Musa al-Kadhim they followed Imam Rida alayhi salam as their Imam, they are called Shia Isna Ash'ariyah. This great Imam, the time for his Imam was almost 20 years, and he became shaheed by, actually he was poisoned by one of the worst enemy of Allah, Harun al-Rashid, through his security guard or whatever we can call it, poison while he was in prison. It's been narrated that he was in prison minimum 7 years, maximum 14 years, 1-4. It's a teaching for us. What's happened to all of our A'immah, all of our Imam? They were either killed by sword or poison during the time when they were like in their own life. They They were not in a safe life. Means most of them, they were either in prison or under the watching of the government. Like in the case of Imam Jawad alayhi salam, in the case of even Imam Rida alayhi salam, in the case of Imam Hadi, Imam Askari, all of them. And before, only in the time of Imam Sadiq and in the time of Imam Baqir alayhi salam, they got a little time, so they were expand the teaching of the Islam. This is again teaching to us. Means if a person wants to do tabligh, wants to go to teaching of the Islam, go for the hidayah of the mu'mineen, the hidayah, it's not easy. You have to put your life on this. The life needs to carry your life in your hands. That is why Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, the other Imam said, ليس منا أو ما منا إلا مسموم أو مقتول. All of us, there is nobody except either is killed by sword or poisoned. Now I tried just to find some certain hadith, a good hadith from Imam Musa al-Kadhim, because if we want to learn something from these noble people, now the best way to study their hadith, their words. Because they were here to teach us or to guide us for the right path. So the best way to study their words. Although they are not physically among us, but their word is among us. So, Imam Musa al-Kadhim in one of his lecture, it said, actually this hadith, you can find it in the book of Tuhaful Uqul. Tuhaful Uqul. Tuhaf is plural tuhfa. Tuhfa means gift. Gift for the uqul. The uqul is plural of aql, wisdom. So the book of Tuhaful Uqul, it's full of this great hadith. Page 403. Imam said, أفضل العبادة بعد المعرفة انتظار الفرج. Today is the day of Jum'ah. The day of Jum'ah is the day which we expect our beloved Imam to come. So, أفضل العبادة, the best ibadah, بعد المعرفة انتظار الفرج. To wait for our beloved Imam Zaman. Okay? He says two things that are here. First, he said, بعد المعرفة, the best amal, the best ibadah, not best amal. بعد المعرفة, after you know Allah, after you recognize Allah, after you realize who is Allah, then you have to wait for Imam Zaman. My point is this. Intizar al-Faraj. What is the Intizar al-Faraj means? Intizar al-Faraj, does it mean that we wait here, that somebody comes and open the door? Where is this somebody? Means that somebody is lost, he's going to come? Or somebody is among us, but we are not able to see him? Which one? He is not lost, because he lives among us. He is with us. He sees us. Our action, our a'mal will be present to him every week, twice in a week. So he lives with us. So what the Intizar al-Faraj means? So we wait for whom? If you are waiting for somebody, it means you're waiting for somebody to come from far. For example, if your father, mother, brother, or whoever, when they are in trip, they call you that we are going to come back tomorrow, some other day. So you're waiting for them. You know. But Imam Zaman is he in trip? Or is he lost? So is he going to come back? Or he lives with us? If he lives with us, So what the intizar means? Intizar here means prepare yourself. Strength, give more strength to your eyes to be able to see Him in your community, in your area. When He found, according to that, is when He found enough people who are with Him qualified, then is the time for their zuhur. But if most of the people around Him, they don't care about Him, still it's not the time for the zuhur. We just say we are muntadhir for the faraj. I told you this story. Somebody, it was in Jamkaran, Masjid Jamkaran in Qom. Masjid Jamkaran is one of the great masjid in Iran. It's the name of masjid is Masjid Imam Zaman alayhi salam. Actually, it's been established or was built by order of Imam Zaman alayhi salam. And one day or one night, there was like an alim who was sitting next to him, and there was another alim, and he was thinking that the next person is thirsty. He said, "You want me to bring you water, a glass of water?" He said, "Yes, please." He brought a glass of water to this person. Then he drank the water. And then this person, he said, if our Shia, if our follower, they want me just like this glass of water, I will come tomorrow. If they are thirsty of me, just like thirsty of this glass of water, I will come tomorrow. So that is why Imam Musa al-Kazim said, أفضل العبادة is intizar al-faraj. Means really we should wait for Him. Not we should wait for everything. Among the thing is Imam Zaman alayhi salam. If that is the case, so means our ibadah is not a perfect ibadah. And of course, to be able to reach to this side, to this like level, we need to be a faqih. Faqih, it doesn't mean a jurist only. Faqih means the one who knows about his religion, who knows about his belief. According to Imam Musa al-Kazim alayhi salam, again in this same book, Tuhful Uqul, page 410. This hadith I have chosen because next week, Thursday night, inshallah, some of our students will be graduate. But the graduation means their study is not finished. One level is finished. They are going to go to the next level, inshallah. So, because of this, I've chosen this hadith, which is related to our previous case as well. Imam said, "Tafaqahu fi dinillah." Tafaqahu. Tafaqahu means be faqih. Try to be faqih in the dinillah. Dinillah means the religion of Allah. Try to learn about the religion of Allah. Why? فَإِنَّ الْفِقْهَ مِفْتَاحُ الْبَصِيرَةِ. Fiqh means knowing about the religion. It gives you a vision. مِفْتَاحُ الْبَصِيرَةِ. Basira means be able to see. Okay? Miftah means the key. If you want to see with a closed eye, you cannot see. Even some people like us in our age, even with this glass, sometimes we cannot read. Okay? We need special key for this to be able to see. According to this hadith, fiqh, knowledge of deen, religion, it's considered as a key to be able to see. Unfortunately, some of our students really they don't know the importance of their position, the importance of their situation. Today somebody talk to them, they will go this way. Tomorrow they talk to them, they will go the other way. They are not firm. Their decision is not firm. They just, whoever talk to them, they can change their mind. Why? Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, Imam Musa al-Kadhim alayhi salam, they said, if really you want to be able to see, you need to have. This knowledge is the basic. You cannot escape from this knowledge. Wherever you go, you cannot find like this. Yes, of course, after you find this, then you can go everywhere else to find the other. This is your base. Fiqh means knowing about your religion is your base. Imam Ali alayhi salam always used to say, Al-fiqh thumma al-majjar. First, go and learn about your fiqh, about your religion, then go for your business, no problem. Because without fiqh, if you go to your business, you will be fallen in a usury, riba, and many other things. The haram. If you bring haram things in your life, then whatever you expect from your children, your family, you will not reach. That is why it said, تَفَقَّهُ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ فَإِنَّ الْفِقْهَ مِفْتَاحُ الْبَصِيرَةِ وَتَمَامُ الْعِبَادَةِ. Of course, when we pray, when we do ibadah, we don't want to reach to the only one level or second level. We want to reach to the highest level of the ibadah. Because it's pity if we do ibadah but you did not get the reward. For example, if somebody hired you to work for him, if you are able to get 1,000 pesos per day, if you get 100, you feel pity. That is why Imam said, وَتَمَامُ الْعِبَادَةِ وَالسَّبَبُ إِلَى الْمَنَازِلِ الرَّفِيعَةِ. If you want to go to different station, to different level, وَالسَّبَبُ means the cause, the reason to be able, the cause to be able to reach to different level, to the highest level is the fiqh. And that is why most of the ulama, even when they went to the philosophy, they went through the fiqh. If they studied about the tafsir, they went through the fiqh. If they studied about the irfan, if they studied whatever, they went through the fiqh. And actually, in irfan there is a special saying, an arif cannot be an arif if he is not a faqih. If he is not a faqih, then he will be shifted to the Sufism, for example. So, al-fiqh, that's what inshallah, on the day of graduation, day I will talk. But just want to inform you, those who studied here for 4 years, 5 years, and they had sabr, now is the time for getting the fruit of this tree. Of course it's not easy. If waiting today, tomorrow, 2 years, 1 year, some of the students asking for like withdrawal or asking for some other thing. This is the decision of the shaitan to cut, not to make you able to receive this advice, to receive this. I mean, you are not able to recognize the value, the importance of your position. Of course, if some students they cannot study properly, it's better to leave. But those who are able to study properly, they have a responsibility. Because according to this hadith, if they are able, if really they want to reach this level, cannot be without this fiqh. Then Imam said, فَضْلُ الْفَقِيهِ عَلَى الْعَابِدِ. Fadlul faqih. Important, the value, the good things of the faqih compared to the abid. Abid means the one who has ibadah but without knowledge about Islam, about the religion. Means we have two people. One is great alim, studied about the religion. Another one is a good man, but he doesn't know anything about the religion. He said, if you want to compare these two things, فَفَضْلُ الْعَابِدِ فَضْلُ الْفَقِيهِ عَلَى الْعَابِدِ كَفَضْلُ الشَّمْسِ عَلَى الْكَوَاكِبِ. Like the case of sun compared to the stars. Which one is more lighter? كَفَضْلُ الشَّمْسِ عَلَى الْكَوَاكِبِ وَمَنْ لَمْ يَتَفَقَّهْ فِي دِينِهِ لَمْ يَرْضَ اللَّهُ لَهُ عَمَلًا. Allahu Akbar. وَمَنْ لَمْ يَعْرِفْ وَمَنْ لَمْ يَتَفَقَّهْ فِي دِينِهِ لَمْ يَرْضَ اللَّهُ لَهُ عَمَلًا. Those who are able to be faqih, those who are able to understand, those who are able to study about the fiqh, if they did not study, if they left or whatever, لَمْ يَرْضَ اللَّهُ, Allah will not be happy with their action. Even with the Salatul Layl is useless. Those who are able to study, if they cannot, if they don't study, if they are not faqih, after that, let them pray 2 million rakat in a night. Compared to a faqih, 2 rakat is nothing. That is why. And why? Because, let's go shift to the second part, mab'as. Because Allah has sent His beloved Prophet to us. According to this ayah, هو الذي, Surah Jumu'ah, second ayah, هو الذي بعث في الأميين رسولا منهم يتلو عليهم آياته ويزكيهم ويعلمهم الكتاب والحكمة وإن كانوا من قبل لفي ضلال مبين. It is He who sent to unlettered people, those who did not study, an apostle from among themselves. It's a time for Bi'asa. Bi'asa means the day which Allah has appointed somebody as a prophet. This somebody is our beloved Prophet, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu wa sallamu alayhi. According to the belief of the Shia, the follower of Ahlul Bayt, 27th of Rajab is the day of Bi'asa. Means the Prophet in the cave of Hira, he was appointed as a Nabi, as a messenger. By this ayah, he said, اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من خلق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم. By these 5 ayah, he was appointed as a prophet. And according to our Sunni brothers, there is no any specific day for the Mab'as. That is why they don't celebrate the Mab'as. And some of them, they say maybe on 21st of Ramadan, but it's not clearly for them. That is why they don't celebrate the Mab'as. But for the Shia, they celebrate on 27th of Rajab, which is tomorrow and tonight. Of course, there are some certain a'mal for this certain action. I advise you, if you are able, to go and check Mafatih al-Janan. You will find some certain a'mal, especially dua, especially some certain prayer. Okay, this ayah, which I recited for you, هُوَ الَّذِي بَعَثَ فِي الْأُمِّيِّينَ, Allah said, it is He who sent to the unlettered people an apostle from among themselves. To do what? يَتْلُو عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتِهِ, to recite to them His signs, ayat. Then وَيُزَكِّيهِمْ, to purify them, and وَيُعَلِّمُهُمُ الْكِتَابَ وَالْحِكْمَةِ, and to teach them the book and the wisdom. And earlier they had indeed been in a manifest error. So, as a conclusion, the last minute, Imam Musa al-Kadhim said, تَفَقَّهُ فَضْلُ الْفَقِيهِ كَفَضْلِ الشَّمْسِ عَلَى الْكَوَاكِبِ. He said, مِفْتَاحُ الْبَصِيرَةِ. Why? Because by this fiqh you are able to reach to the mission of the Prophet. The Prophet was sent yet to recite, يَتْلُو عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتِ, to recite the ayah. So how can we find the ayah of Allah? How can we find the order of Allah? The order of Allah, we can find the order of Allah. The first level, through the fiqh. Through the fiqh. Because through the fiqh we know how to pray. Through the fiqh we know what is wrong, what is right, what it has sawab, what has no sawab. Then, so the fiqh is just like the Sharia, actually, it's just like to keep us in the right path. Then while you are in the right path, then The other lesson, like irfan, like akhlaq, like tafsir, like philosophy, will provide a chance for you to benefit from, like for example, if there are a lot of trees in this road, to benefit from the fruit of this tree. But if you lost from this road, you will not be able to get any fruit from this tree. So the fiqh allow you to still be in the road, then wherever you are in the road, whatever trees there, through the philosophy you will get through, the fruit from the philosophy, you will get fruit of irfan, you will get fruit of all of the things. But fiqh is the one make you able to see, make you able to be in the right path. What is wrong, what is right. So, we first, our condolence to our Imam Zaman alayhi salam for the shahada of Imam Musa Qadim alayhi salam, and again, in Adhan, our great congratulations again to our beloved Imam Zaman alayhi salam, and to all of you, my dear brothers and sisters, for this noble day, these great days of Mab'as, inshallah. Tonight, tomorrow, wherever you have time, you just go for the amal of this night, and we are able, hopefully we are able to receive the thing which is provided for this sort of night. And because next week we have a great ceremony program, I invite all of you, my dear brothers, sisters, to attend to our graduation ceremony, which has been, inshallah, we are going to have in the cultural section of the Embassy of Iran, because that area is a little bit wider, more facilities, and maybe you want to invite some of your family, some of your relatives. Feel free to invite, but not more than 2 million people. Okay. May Allah, inshallah, give us tawfiq to understand the religion or the belief of the Quran, the belief of, the teaching of the Quran, teaching of the Hadith, and hopefully Allah make us able to put all of this teaching in the practice and make our Imam Zaman alayhi salam happy from our action. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.